Hey, my name is Tim, and I want to give you 5 really awesome tools that you can use in your coaching business this year. These tools have really helped me maximize my productivity, make more sales, work better with my clients, and have overall a more streamlined process as I run my coaching business. I've been a coach for 5 years, and in the last 3 years, we've really had a breakout in our business. And what I want to do is give you some of the tools that I've used to actually take my coaching business to the next level. Now, before I get into these tools, there's 2 things I want to say. One, I don't have an affiliate with any of these companies. Right now, I'm not getting paid to mention any of these names, any of these companies. I have no endorsements. I've never been in communication with any of the higher ups in these companies. So there's no reason for me to give these to you other than me actually just using them in my own business and them being very, very healthy for me. Number 2 is that if you actually find that you're getting value in this video, and if you like it, and if you think you're learning, go ahead and subscribe. Just hit the subscribe button because I'm going to be putting out a lot more free coaching and free training like this in this YouTube channel. So if you want to be a part of what we're doing, and if you want to get notified of when we are putting videos out, click the subscribe button and I will continue to be teaching you and helping you learn. Okay, so let's look at these 5 tools that you need in your coaching business. Number 1 is a tool called Canva. Canva is absolutely amazing. It's essentially a digital design tool that lets you put together portfolios of different graphics and different images. Now, these are not portfolios of graphics like graphic design, where you create a random graphic out of nothing, right? Where you create a new logo for your business. You can do that in Canva, by the way, as well. But what I use Canva for is for presentations. I use it for thumbnails for YouTube. Well, we have someone who does that, so he usually uses Photoshop. But if I handle the thumbnails, I'll use it for that. When we have new webinars, I design all my webinars and all my free trainings only in Canva because it's so good. And when you have the paid version of Canva, I think it's $15 a month. There's so much you can do, so much freedom you have with the app. It's an online app. So there's literally so many templates they have for all kinds of presentations, all kinds of YouTube thumbnails, all kinds of booklets you can do. If you want to have a lead magnet, for example, in your business, like a free book, you can design it in Canva. And Canva's so good for this. It's one of the best design tools that I found. I started using it a lot in 2019, and then I really expanded using it in 2020 when we started doing more graphics and more images in our business. And now I live by Canva. Almost every graphic you see from me, including this YouTube headline, possibly even our thumbnail, is designed on Canva. Number 2 is Calendly. Calendly is an automated calendar software, automated calendar application where you can book appointments without you having to actually talk to someone. So what I do is I have clients or people who want to book calls with me, and instead of me saying, hey, when are you free? When can we make this happen? All I do is send them a link and I say, book it in whenever you want. What's really good about Calendly is you can have a specific schedule that's tailored to when you're free. So you don't only have to worry about, I have calls with someone and I may not be free during these times, but you can literally book calls with anyone at any time on your own schedule. So when I want to do a podcast with someone, I have a Calendly link that's specific for my podcast. So I can send them that link and they can book a podcast with me. They can set up a podcast with me for the time slot that I decide. I even have it where people can't book calls within 30 minutes of each other. So I always have a half an hour buffer before and after every single call that I have, and it gives me time during the day to maybe refresh, maybe get a drink a Red Bull, I love Red Bull, or do something else aside from hopping on call after call after call if you find that your calls are running into each other. So I never ever have an issue where I have a call right after a call with a client, or right after a sales call, or right after a business meeting, because I always have this 30-minute, sometimes it's an hour buffer in between my calls, so I can always be prepared. And I can block off certain sections of my calendar, so all I have to do is it's a link that sits online where people can access my calendar and book calls with me, and it's really helpful. Number 3, I say Kajabi or Clickfunnels. Number 3 is Kajabi or Clickfunnels. Now, these are 2 softwares that are very similar, but they have slightly different nuances and uses. And again, I'm not a very digital guy. I use a computer all the time for work, and I'm more familiar with it than most. But I'm not a programmer. I'm not a super techie. I'm not always into adding in code on my websites. I don't know how to build a website from scratch. I could figure it out, but it would look really crappy. So for me, using Kajabi and Clickfunnels, we use both in our business, is so helpful. So Kajabi is a platform for course creators to host online courses and memberships, and it's really helpful. It's similar to Teachable, which I'm not so familiar with, but you may have heard of Teachable. It's a place where you can host your courses and you can have everything done in Kajabi. So if you want to run a webinar and then have people click on a page to buy your course, you can do it all in Kajabi. What I really like about Kajabi is the design is so smooth. Not for everything, because I don't like how it looks, for example, with our basic funnels with webinars and then, sales pages. I don't like how Kajabi looks with that. But with most things when it comes to handling my clients, where our courses are hosted, where we have all of our clients, where we have my students being able to look at what I do, if I want people to buy, when I get on a call and I have them buy my programs, Kajabi's really, really good for this. Everything is so integrated. I also love their email sending. Their email sending is really, really tailored for you to actually connect with your audience in a better way. And then on the other end, we have Clickfunnels. Now, what I like about Clickfunnels is I think that Clickfunnels is so good for having people dive into your funnel, and it's really, really simple to build funnels quickly. Kajabi, it's not so easy to build a funnel per se, and a funnel is like, they go to an opt-in page and they go to a webinar, then there's a sales page with a little bit of an upsell, there's the big timer that says, going away in 24 hours. ClickFunnels makes this really easy because everything is so customizable. In Kajabi, not everything is customizable as easy as it should be. I think that there's things that need to be improved there. But in ClickFunnels, everything is so customizable, and you can make whatever kind of page you want, look however you want. I will say that the design options are a bit clunky. It looks a bit salesy. Some of the buttons to buy look a bit salesy. I also hate their course platform where you can host a course. I think it looks absolutely terrible, and there's not really many templates you can use to make it look beautiful and make it look like a really creative, good design. But I don't use it to host my courses. I host the courses on Kajabi, and then what I do is on ClickFunnels, I use it for sales. So ClickFunnels is great to process sales, to have people go through a funnel and just press buy. I think it's really, really awesome, and I love using it. Number 4 is QuickBooks. And QuickBooks is something that I'm getting into and still haven't fully integrated into my business, but I've begun using it. QuickBooks is basically a software that's virtual accounting, where you don't have to worry about hiring an accountant, and it makes it very easy to track all your expenses, track your tax reports, track everything that you need to track in your business when it comes to your money. Because I have clients that pay me $5,000 up front, $3,000 up front. We have monthly payments, people paying $1,000 here, $500 there, and I need to track what money's coming in and what I'm spending. I have an employee who I pay, I have a coach who I pay, I have services in my business that I spend that cost thousands of dollars, and I want to track what's happening where and what money I'm spending so that I can know if I'm going to be profitable, how much I need to cut back on certain expenses, can I invest in ads? These are things that I have to know in my business, and QuickBooks is a really, really easy way to do this. So I suggest using QuickBooks for your accounting because it is important. Tracking your money and knowing where your money is coming from is really, really important. Number 5, Voxer. Now, Voxer is so much fun. Before I say anything about Voxer or anything good about it, I'll start with saying it's a little bit buggy. So prepare yourself for that. But Voxer is amazing. It's essentially a walkie-talkie app that I use to communicate with all my clients, because I don't like to have my clients talking to me on WhatsApp or talking to me on Facebook Messenger, because one, I have my family on WhatsApp. I have all my people who are not my clients that in sales on Facebook Messenger. So where do I talk to my clients? People who really matter a lot, who I really want to give my attention to, but I don't necessarily want to have them mixed in with all my family and friends. And a lot of my clients do become my friends, but when we start off working together, they're clients. What do? I have them download an app called Voxer, where I can literally coach them in between our sessions and give them feedback on different things that they need feedback on without having to use Facebook Messenger or having to use WhatsApp or having to use regular texting like, iMessage. And it's so helpful because of the walkie-talkie feature. So I can send audios back and forth to my clients, or I can send messages, send videos, send pictures. I can send that regularly back and forth to my clients, and we can keep an open form of communication, and it's a hub just for them. Voxer is really, really awesome. It's really, really helpful, and I think that it's something you may want to check out in your business if you work with specific clients as a coach specifically. For consultants, you may not need it. You'll probably just communicate through email or Slack or even Facebook, but Voxer is really good if you're a coach. Okay, we're gonna go into the bonus round now. Let's put some bells up. Ding, 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 ding. It's time for the bonus round. But before we go to the bonus round, I want to tell you, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, you're going to want to subscribe, because in the next couple months, we're going to be putting out some amazing free coaching for you right here. And I'm talking about coaching about how to really scale your business, how to build your business to 100K plus, how to make it so that you have more clients and your clients want to pay you more for the services that you offer, how to be a better coach, how to tap into your energy as a coach and find your strengths. We're going to go into all of that in the next couple months, and I don't want you to miss out on it. So make sure you subscribe so that you can see when I post new videos. Okay, let's get the bonus round going. I have 4 different tools that I think you should make sure you're using, and some of these you might be using already. Number 1 is Google Calendar. Google Calendar is incredible. It's essentially, everyone knows what Google Calendar is, but it is a calendar, and I'm so surprised at how few people actually use Google Calendar in their business, because I have calls with people who want to set up a call with me, want to set up a sales call, and they actually aren't using Google Calendar. They know what they have maybe in their head, or maybe they see Google Calendar somewhere and they can open it if they want, but they don't have it integrated into their business. On my phone right now, maybe I'll put a picture of it in the video. On my phone right now, I literally have Google Calendar as a widget that's on my phone. It's like a widget right there sitting on my phone, because Google Calendar is such an important part of my life, because every week, every day I have coaching calls. Most days I have coaching calls. So I need to make sure that I'm on top of what I'm doing. I also have sales calls. And what's really cool about Google Calendar is you can integrate Calendly with your Google Calendar. All these things really integrate together. So when someone books a call with me on Calendly, automatically it just appears in my Google Calendar, and I don't have to worry about making the appointment in Google, none of that. I just automatically appear. So Google Calendar is really, really powerful. Then we have something called Docusign. And Docusign, there's many services that are out there like Docusign, but Docusign is essentially a service where you can sign legal documents and put signatures on them virtually. And whenever I have a client, we have a contract to, say that we're going to do this work together. And every time I'll just send them a contract on Docusign, and they'll sign their signature. And it's really, really easy because it takes that out of my hands and all my contracts are stored there. Then we have Asana. Asana is bonus number 3. Now, Asana is a task management and co-working software of sorts, where if you have a team, if you have a couple people you're working with as part of your business, you can share tasks and projects in Asana. And I think Asana is really, really helpful. I alternate between really using Asana a lot in my business and then not using it at all, because it gets frustrating sometimes, because I think that some of the software is a bit, not complicated, but there's so many features. I think that it's a bit hard to always track who's doing what and keep people checking things off in the app. At least that's my experience as a business owner. But Asana is still really, really helpful, and it's something that you may want to explore and use to manage all the tasks and many things that will come up in your business. And then we have Zoom. Now, Zoom took off during 2020. Zoom became very, very famous because of the pandemic, and because, everyone stopped doing things in person and we all started doing things remotely. So Zoom became really, really popular. But Zoom is something I use in my business for all my coaching sessions. I don't use Facebook Messenger, like the Facebook videos. I don't use the videos on the iPhone. What is it called? How am I forgetting this? FaceTime. I don't use that. I don't use WhatsApp video. I only use Zoom. And Zoom integrates with my Google Calendar, so that when I have an appointment, automatically a Zoom session is created in my Google Calendar and in my Calendly, so that I don't ever have to worry about setting up an appointment with anyone. All I have to do is just show up, press the link that's given to me in my email, and I am on. And my clients do the same thing. You never have to worry about where's the event. Do I have to create it? Do I have to send you an invite? Are you going to call me? Am I going to call you? You just click the link and you join the meeting. That's why I love, love, love Zoom. Okay, so these are some tools that you can use in your business, and they really made business easy for me in 2020, in 2019. In 2021, I'm going to be doing much of the same, and I'll probably make an updated version of this video maybe at the end of the year, maybe 10 tools or 20 tools you need in your business. But these are the 5 ones that I use that are really, really helpful for me. They've helped us streamline our business and really blow things out the roof, or I guess shoot through the roof, shoot for the sky when it comes to our success in business, because I'm not so stressed about how much work to do or where to find clients. These things really, really help a lot, okay? You guys are all awesome. I will see you guys on the next video.